What's up? So we got Arrow Season 2, Episode 1, City of Heroes. So this episode starts off with John Diggle and Felicity going to the island of Lian to rescue Oliver. And when they get there, they accidentally step on a landmine. That's when Tarzan Oliver, because he swings in like Tarzan, shows up and is like, you can't disarm it. Felicity, watch out. And uses his arrow. Uses his, I guess, homemade arrow, island-made bow to save Felicity. And they're like, hey, your mom's trial's coming up. The city's in ruin, and you gotta come back. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not happened. After Tommy's death, everything just Oliver decided to leave. So they are able. So he's like, once he comes back, they're not on the car together. He's like, whose blood? And he's like, I count an alderman from the Glades who's taking up your role. Oliver is trying to help the city, and yeah. So then Oliver goes to Verdun, where he sees Thea, who's running it randomly. Like, this is random. How did she get the job? 2, how was she able to buy it off of Oliver if Oliver's been on Lean you for like weeks now, according to Diggle and Felicity? Yeah. How did Thea be able to get Verdun from Oliver if he was like away for like a week? She would have to take him to court. Like, she thinks he was in Europe the entire time. Yeah, so Roy and Thea are now still dating, but Thea's like, Oliver's like, yo, go see Moira. But she's like, no, I'm not doing that. She's the reason why people, like, thousands of people don't have a home. And yeah, but then we meet Isabel Rochev, played by Summer Glau, who is part of a company that's trying to take over Queen Consolidated from our boy Tarzan Oliver. And I'm not going to call him that for the rest of the view for the season, but for now, he's Tarzan Oliver to me. And yeah, but Tarzan Oliver is able to be like, yo, let's work together. And even gets Walter to help him. So we learn that Laurel has a new job. She works for the DEA after CNRI got destroyed by the undertaking. And she's like, and the dude's like, hey, I'm sorry for all your colleagues at CNRI that won't open their doors. And she's like, hold up, I don't think CNRI has doors to open up. We see Quentin there, and he's now just Officer Lance since he was suspended, and then got his job back, but was demoted from detective to now officer. And Buzzkill Pike shows up and is like, yo, if you're here, you can be here as a parent, but if you're here as a cop, get out. Buzzkill McBuzzkillington. But yeah, he's here because of the whole. There was these masked criminals calling themselves the Hoods who blamed the mayor of Starling City for him not doing anything and only protecting the wealthy. So they kill him, kill a couple of cops, and Laurel, being a badass, defeats them. But she cannot defeat a gun in her face as one of the guys, so there's a gun in her face. And then Oliver shows up, and Laurel's kind of like, Oliver, we can't be together. We only got together because we love each other, but I felt like she was cheating on Tommy. So yeah, and then Diggle is not, Oliver's not mad. Diggle's saying, oh, Diggle, you bring him back to help him. You brought him back because of these Hood guys. and he's like, Felicity introduces the new improved layer. Yeah, I guess since it's been a week since Oliver was gone, they're able to freshen up Oliver's lair, get him a case where he can put his hood suit, the hood suit, and get him. And Felicity made him a custom bow, since his original bow, was destroyed by Malcolm Merlin last season. So Felicity, thank you. You saved Tarzan. You saved Tarzan and Oliver's life. So while at the club, the Hoods kidnapped Thea. Roy discovers that the Hoods were one of the Hoods' arms was missing, and it's revealed that he lost it in the earthquake, the undertaking, and yeah, so Oliver's like, let him go, and they're like, hey, you saved us. Why we're doing this because of you. Why do you want to save someone like Thea Queen? And but then Oliver remembers that he can't kill anymore because of Tommy, so he shackles all the criminals and tells Lance to put him in jail. Good, Oliver, good. But Lance is like, bro, where have you been? And he's like, every time you're around, a criminal is usually dead. Every time I see a criminal, they're usually dead. And I was like, I'm trying different lights. I'm trying something new. So thanks to Roy, Thea goes to see Moira, but Roy tries to get into a battle with some criminals after they're countering some waitress. But who shows up? A new vigilante saves Roy, but this one's a female with a blonde wig, with blonde hair, and he's like, "Where'd you come from?" And then she just leaves. I'm guessing it's a girl. It looked like one. So he's just like, "Where'd you come from?" And then she just leaves. Then Oliver's like, "I don't want to be the Hood anymore," and she's like, "Hey, if I continue killing, I'll be dishonoring Tony's memory." And then he goes like, "What do you want to be called?" And that's how the episode ends. Obviously, he looks at his arrowhead, so now he's Arrow now. So I'm guessing. But that was the premiere of season 2. I really enjoyed this premiere. It was real great. Love seeing all the characters. Love seeing some new ones. Isabel Rochev, obviously you're meant to not like her. Moira's in jail, which she deserves. But I love that Thea said that Moira could have chosen not to kill all these people, which is right. She said she didn't have a choice, but she did have a choice. She had a choice. She could have stopped Marona. She could have told Oliver what's going on from the beginning, and had him stop Merlin. But no, she let this all happen. Now Tommy's dead. Oliver failed to see, and Laurel has a new job. And where's Joanna again? Oh, Joanna, the character that comes back and disappears, and then comes back and then disappears. The recurring guest starred character that we'll probably see in this season like once, and then she'll probably never be mentioned again. Oh, Joanna. So yeah, so that was season 2, episode 1. I really enjoyed this episode. It was great. I love the characters. I loved Oliver. Tarzan Oliver is my new name for him. I'm probably not going to call him that for the rest of the season, but he did come introduce this season like Tarzan. So is Oliver Tarzan Oliver for now? I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you want me to keep naming him Oliver, or do you want me to change it to Tarzan Oliver? Because I will change it to Tarzan Oliver for the rest of the reviews if you want it to be Tarzan Oliver. Because I came up with that, and I thought Tarzan Oliver was pretty hilarious. Tarzan Oliver! Tarzan Arrow! Yeah, I thought that was funny. That was funny. I thought that was a funny joke, and yeah. But anyway, that was this video. This was the premiere of season 2. I'll see you next time when we dive into more season 2 to see how this story deepens from season 1. They also mentioned some Flash stuff, like the particle accelerator explosion, and how it's being built. Loved how they're integrating the Flash content into the season. Forgot to mention that. Flash, once we are done this season, I will get to the Flash itself. But for now, I guess we all have to deal with just Flash references for now until we get the Flash itself. Come on, bring the Flash. I'll be excited to review the Flash. The Flash is great. But anyway, I'll see you next time for some more Arrow Season 2 to see how this season develops. See you next time. I'll see you guys next time.